Hello and welcome to a surprise pop-up chat. Here I am. I do like to bring you these surprise live pop-up chats. Let me just adjust this camera. I think we're a little bit low. Let's raise you up a little bit. You raise me up. Just like the song. Okay, you're all raised up. I want to wait for a few people to join us before I completely carry on with the purpose of this video. But I will read, of course, the headline to you all. Now this news has been going around for quite a while and I have made quite a few notes on the particular topic, but I never got round to doing it, and since I made those notes there have been a few updates, so I want to go through it all with you, bring you up to speed, and also talk about the new latest development. So we'll start, of course, with the headline. What a better way to start? So the question is really, has Meghan's mum, Doria Ragland, been invited to Sandringham for Christmas? Now, there was lots of speculation. Oh God, this is going back now, maybe 3 weeks, something like that, where there was news everywhere. I think one news outlet ran with the story that the Queen had invited Doria, Meghan's mum, to Sandringham for Christmas. And of course, just like sheep, like lemmings, every other news outlet, source on YouTube, everywhere just went with it before checking any facts or making sure that anything was actually true, which kind of angered me. So I want to go through it all. Now this rumour began, I said it began through one outlet, and I do believe it began with the Sunday Express, which is a UK newspaper. And then, like I said, it was basically regurgitated everywhere and everyone commented on it as if it was 100% true. However, I do want to point out that no official confirmation has been made about Doria Ragland being invited to Sandringham for Christmas, and there will not be, there will never be an official announcement that she has been invited. It is, of course, guesswork. It's guesswork on behalf of the Sunday Express and every other media outlet, and I say it's guesswork. However, it is a good guess. And it's a good guess because, and there's a couple of reasons which I pointed out here. Meghan didn't spend Christmas with Doria last year. Of course, she was at Sandringham with Harry before she married, which of course was unusual. It doesn't normally happen. There is no protocol break. It didn't break protocol. There is no massive royal rule book that's about that thick. No, she didn't break protocol. It was just not typical. It was not typical. But she was at Sandringham last year with Catherine and William and all the other royals. And the Queen did obviously invite Meghan then. But she didn't spend Christmas with Doria. So it's highly likely that she'll want to spend Christmas with her mother this year. Also, of course, we know she's pregnant this year. And it's also her first year as a married female, a married woman, and also the first year as a married royal. So although she did spend Christmas at Sandringham last year, it's the first time as a married HRH. So those are the reasons why I think it's likely to be true, but of course it is just complete guesswork. Now I want to go to the chat room. There is lots more that I want to say, so don't go away, don't head off anywhere. But I want to go to the chat room to see what you're all saying, so let me just bring that up. And of course I will keep you updated on what the latest development is. So I'm glad that I didn't make this video straight away, actually, because there is a development, which I will go to in a sec. Let me just turn the volume down on my computer so I'm not hearing myself. We have a few people in the chat room. Hello to Girl MD and Bola Tay. Okay, let's carry on. So, there were also in this article, in the initial article and all the ensuing media foray into this topic, there were unfair comparisons made between Meghan and Catherine and Doria and the Middleton family, which I thought were very... they weren't fair and they weren't true. And that goes to the unprecedented, and I quote, unprecedented, and the protocol break of Doria being invited to Sandringham. Like I say, there is no rule book. There is no protocol break. Now, the Middletons there is a reason why the Middletons have not been invited to Sandringham, and that is because William and Catherine have always had a home only about a mile away from Sandringham, where they live in the countryside. And when they when they spend Christmas with the Queen, they don't stay at Sandringham. They stay at Anmer Hall, which is their home. So it stands to reason that the Middletons wouldn't be invited to Sandringham to stay. They would be invited to Anmer to stay with William, Catherine, and the grandchildren. So that's why. I mean, it's just a perfectly reasonable answer. Also, space is limited at the main Sandringham house. It's taken up with staff and, of course, family accommodation. Now, this is the new updated bit of information which I was talking about. In a recent interview, i.e. an interview this week, James Middleton, Catherine's brother, spoke about Christmas. And he said, well, it's has fuelled speculation. No confirmation, but it's fuelled speculation that the Cambridges might miss Sandringham this year and opt to stay with the Middletons, which they do. You know, they like to alternate. So last year they stayed at Sandringham, William and Catherine. The year before they were with the Middletons. And they do like to alternate their Christmases. So this year, because of what James said about it's a time when the Middleton clan come together, those were the words that he used to kind of fuel this speculation that William and Catherine aren't going to be spending this year at Sandringham. And that kind of makes sense. So although we don't know if that's true, it's more than likely, as I was anticipating, that perhaps William and Catherine wouldn't spend time at Sandringham this year, but next year it's likely that they'll be back. Now the options, I've written down 3 options for Harry and Meghan for Christmas. Let's go into it. So they could do as they did last year, which is go to Sandringham and Doria stays in the USA. Second option is that Doria has been invited, which I think is the most likely option. And the third option is that Meghan and Harry could spend Christmas with Doria in California. Now let's just go through those. So I don't think they'll do what they did last year and not have Doria for Christmas. Option 3, I don't think they will go to California. Not with Meghan being pregnant, not with it being her first married year. I just don't think so. And also it's very important for Harry to spend time with his family at Christmas as well. So the most likely option is that Doria will probably have been invited to Sandringham. Will we know in advance? No. The only time we might know before Christmas Day is if we see any hint of Doria in the UK just before Christmas. They aren't going to announce anything. It definitely won't be announced. We may obviously see Doria on Christmas Day if she has been invited to Sandringham walking to church. And there's no reason why she wouldn't walk to church with the rest of the royal family. I don't think they're going to leave her behind at Sandringham while they go to church. I think if she is at Sandringham, we will definitely see her on Christmas morning. I'm really looking forward to it. If we do, I would really like her to come to Sandringham for Christmas. I really, really hope she is. But again, like I say, we just don't know. And the conclusion I've got is that basically we have to just wait and see. So nothing is confirmed until we actually see it with our own 2 eyes. So don't be suckered in, and don't be upset if you don't see Doria at Christmas at Sandringham. I don't want you to get your hopes built up. But like I say, just using common sense, it is likely that she probably has been invited. Now, that's kind of everything I wanted to say. So, I am going to go to the live chat. Let's have a look. We don't seem to have many in tonight, actually. We have Elaine, we have Leon Lett, Bola Tay, Girl MD, Janice Hunter, Elaine, Karen Warren, Elaine says, they will stay at Sandringham with Doria, all cosy, chestnuts roasting on the open fire, hot mulled wine after church. It is a very different type of Christmas at Sandringham. Everything is quite regimented and planned. They do presents on Christmas Eve, not Christmas Day. On Christmas Day, they obviously go to church in the morning. They have their set routine. Of course, the Queen watches her own speech separately to the rest of the royal family. I'm hoping she might watch my Christmas message as well. I'll have to get message to the Queen that there's also another Queen's Christmas speech out, and that's mine. Yes, Janice, I'm hoping that we see Doria too. It would be lovely. But like I say, nothing is confirmed, so just don't go getting your hopes up. That's all I'm saying. I don't want to see anyone's hopes crushed on Christmas Day if you don't see her. Like I say, there are 3 options. I think Doria coming to Sandringham is the most likely one, but we'll have to wait and see. Hello to Alicia, who has just joined us. Elaine says, we never miss a speech. Dinner revolves around it, and in my household too, I have to say. And I will also set mine to go live at 3 o'clock, so you can watch straight after the Queen. Hello to Claire, and hello to Marilyn. Hello to you. Okay, so I think basically I have addressed this topic, and I think most of you are going to be watching this video on catch-up rather than seeing this live. So I'm going to go, and I'm going to leave you with all of those thoughts and options. Please let me know in the comment section below what you think Doria will do, and say if, like me, you think that it's the most likely course of action that she might be invited. Oh yes, and also hit the like button, the thumbs up button. So, if you have enjoyed this video, please give me a big old thumbs up. Don't forget to share on social media, and also hit the notification bell so that you know whenever I upload a new video. So from me, the purveyor of truth in Shropshire, goodbye.